Welcome to the race by race preview for Sha Tin on Sunday. We've got 10 races. Paul Lally here with all of the selections. Dual track racing, and we start things off with a Class 5 on the all-weather at 1 o'clock. Yoda's Choice, Family Fortune, Sterling Wong Choi all on the class drop. Sterling Wong Choi has the shadow roll-off and the cheek pieces going on. Verbier is minus the blinkers. Yeah Boy has the blinkers off. Leather Masters now with Manfred Mann, who's taken the blinkers off, added the visor and a crossover noseband. And down the bottom, Magic Traveller has his first look at 1,650 metres. Open old race to start, Paul, with Precision Goal the leader.
Yeah, he likes to lead, does Precision Goal, so he should be able to get to the front and sort of dictate there. California Icon now, he's up in trip, so he might be a little bit more forward. He's been running over shorter distances. Verbier can go forward. Yoda's Choice. Now, Magic Traveller, another one that's way up in trip as well. He's been running over 1,000 and 1,200. Sterling Wong Choi, I think he'll go back from this one.
We start with Verbier, running fourth last time at Happy Valley. And as you said, he has shown pace, but this night he was back in the field and he ends up running fourth.
Yeah, so he's coming here for the first time. He's by Toronado. He's got American breeding through the dam side as well. Hugh Bowman aboard from Barrier 3. A horse that always works well on the surface. So he's well suited coming here. He's got a senior rider on. Blinkers will come off for his all-weather debut. So I think he's going to get his opportunity.
That is Verbier, a good report for the first horse. The second one is the leader on the speed map, Precision Goal. He's outside of Spangle Fortune in this race, and he's an absolute speedster. Joyful Champion's always running on this surface.
Yeah, look, I think he's going to get his own way. Precision Goal, so that's a positive for him. He's only one of three horses that have won races here in Hong Kong as well. Look, he hasn't won, though, on the surface. He's only been placed a couple of times from his 8 starts, but he did stay on nicely enough, and he has got Zach Purton aboard. So, look, he'll get his opportunity once again.
I've got one more to have a look at after we see Precision Goal and Joyful Champion chasing in vain Spangle Fortune in that replay. The last one is a trial victory for Yeah Boy, who's last to turn for home. Leather Master leads up, stays on for fourth. Yeah Boy, this trial over 1,200 metres. This race on Sunday, 1,650. He did win over that trip at Happy Valley.
Yeah, he's 3-zip on the all-weather, though. That's just a little bit of a concern for me. The blinkers will come off. He's drawn wide, so he's going to have to get back. He's strolled well enough on the surface. He was pushed out to win. Leather Master, another one that's yet to win here as well from his 14 starts. So I was happy to watch these two.
We'll leave them right where they are for Sunday. Wait for something else for those two. Who are you not waiting for?
Going to go with Verbier. We'll give him a chance coming to the surface because it's not a strong race, and he is a new boy in the block as far as his services are concerned. Joyful Champion has been consistent on it. Magic Traveller, now he always works well. He's trialled nicely. It's interesting that he's coming up to the 1,650 for the first time and always runs on over the shorter distances. And Yoda's Choice, another one who's been downgraded, he's drawn nicely in Barrier 2, and he's got American bloodlines through his breeding as well. 4, 9, 10, 1.
Bowman and Founds to roll into Sha Tin and take the first for Paul on Sunday. Race number 2, and this race will take place on the turf. It's a class for over the 1,200, the Cameron Handicap, and Elegant Life is on the class drop. We've got Super Legends with a wide draw again. Cheerful World hasn't been too far away. He's 2 runs back this time in. Panda minus the blinkers. On debut, Good Chap and the Boom Box. Island Buddy hasn't raced for a while. He's had 5 trials since we last saw him, and Gangnam Star is minus the blinkers. So 1,200 metre start here, Paul, is going to suit Super Legends from that wide gate to get over.
Look, he just sat wide last time, and it was a really good run from him. So I think he's going to take the bull by the horns and just go forward. There's no other leader in the race. So when he did win his race 3 starts ago, he led all the way. Cheerful World should get his opportunity once again. Golden Tronic Mighty made some ground on his debut. I think he's on the improve. Island Buddy hasn't raced for a little while. Bear Champ missed the start last time, so we'll keep an eye on him at the start. And the Boom Box and Good Chap, both horses that have been slow.
We have an interview, first of all, for race number 2. It's Nick with the trainer of Cheerful World, Frankie Law.
Frankie, Cheerful World in race 2 for you coming up on Sunday. He's a lightly raced 5-year-old, but he's doing a pretty good job.
Yes, these 2 times he won good. Before he had some injury, so now he's back to normal. I think he will keep improve. Yeah.
Just going back and having a look at his run last time, I mean, he's got a good attitude, this horse, hasn't he? And the horse that won the race, Sugar Ball, is an in-form horse at the moment. So the run was pretty good.
Yeah. Last time he finished third, but close. So this time he got the draw one. I think more easy for him, but he need to find the room in the straight.
He certainly would. Obviously, nice barrier. You have trialled him since as well. Looked pretty good.
Yeah, he tried in Chongfa, good. Yeah.
Frankie, he's just a 5-year-old that's had 3 runs. I mean, has he sort of had an issue that's held him up, or is it just a late maturing horse?
Yeah, he have some leg problem, so need to give him time. So that's why he hasn't won that much, only a few times. Yeah.
Frankie, I must just ask you, you've got another runner on the card, a 2-year-old, Run Smart. Just a quick line on him. Interesting that you're pitching him in against the older horses. Just what can you tell us about him?
He's from UK, and I tried him 2 times in Chongfa 1200 first, but at that time he's still a little bit keen. So the last trial, I just bring him back to 1000. So it looks better, and that's why I just put him 1000 to see, because usually 1000 the time should be a bit fast.
And I guess given his age and the fact he's only 2, he receives plenty of weight as well, doesn't he? He's only got a very light weight.
Yes, very lightweight. Usually 2-year-old they have 5 pounds less, so we'll try here. Yeah.
That is Frankie Law. Paul, we're going to move on to Super Legends, who just had no luck, as we can see last time. He covered ground, ends up running 5th. It was quite a good run under the circumstances. Draws wide again, but might be on the fence turning for home this week.
Yeah, look, he was 4 or 5 wide. He didn't get anywhere near the rail. When he led, he really stacked them up. So he's a horse that can relax if he gets to the front. And then he backed it up with quite a fast run race where he did run 2nd. So, look, the leaders had got away on him here, but he was entitled to give it away, and he didn't all the way down the straight. I thought it was a really top run from this horse. He's now a 2-time winner here in Hong Kong with numerous seconds as well.
That is Super Legend. Some trial form now, and we start with Panda up at Chung Fa. Second last turning for home, runs on well down the outside. Been a little bit disappointing. Had his last couple of starts, wide draw for the new man in town, Alexis Pouchon.
Yeah, drawn barrier number 11. He's out of form. Blinkers have come off him, so he's very hard to have.
That summed him up nice and quickly.
The trial was okay, to be fair, but I mean, it was a pretty soft trial.
It was. That's Lightning Bolt, who actually was, if not favourite, near favourite, Happy Valley on Wednesday night and didn't figure. What about the Boombox? He runs 5th in this. He's had a total of 4 trials. Vincent Ho and Chris So. He's had no luck on debut with the draw. This is a 5th behind Invincible Lucky last time.
He's been slightly slow away in his trials, haven't been taken with him at all. From barrier 12, he's another one I can't have.
He and Good Chap are both on debut. Good Chap has had 4 starts. Hugh Bowman and David Hall combined with him. But you can see Invincible Lucky, Sonic Boom, World Hero are the horses beating him home. And the horse on the outside will grab him for 4th as well. So that is a look at the replays. We're not putting the boombox in this week, though.
No. Super Legend, you did that quite well, actually. Super Legend, for me, I just think he can get to the front and dictate. Cheerful World. Look, I'm going to put Golden Tronic Mighty. He only had the 1 start and did make a bit of ground towards the end of the race and has drawn nicely in barrier 4. And Bear Champ was slow away, but he finished off really strongly as well. So he's a good chance. He's only had the 1 run. Both those 3rd and 4th selections only had 1 runs. 2, 3, 6 and 5.
The CD ruined the boombox, but race 2 selection for Paul is number 2, Super Legends. Back on to the all-weather we go for race number 3, and this race is over the 1200 metres. Fancy Star is first up on the class drop. Pacifiers with cows off. Pacifiers go on. Fung Sonic Boom, Strive for Glory also drop back into class 5. Gorgeous Vitality makes his all-weather debut. Speedstar's a last start winner on the turf. Extra £6 on his back here. Double Show blinkers off. Pacifiers with the cows go on him. And Patch of Watch gets a £10 claim right down the bottom for Brittany Wong, which means he's just going to be running loose at the front, Paul.
It looks that way, doesn't it? He's comes in the race really well weighted. Fung, look, he went forward when he did run one of his, well, he's only had 1 good run, hasn't he? And he's got the claim as well. Sonic Boom was wide all the way last time, but he should get a nice run. Gorgeous Vitality went forward. If he goes forward again, there is that danger it could be caught wide. Fancy Star, Strive for Glories. Now, he led all the way in a recent trial, has led over 1,000 in the past, but been going back in his races. Ratham World and Double Show go back.
Gorgeous Vitality better last time on the turf. However, he's still yet to win at 1,200 metres, unknown on this surface. And there's Patch of Watch, who leads for home, Paul, and fades up the straight. Have you got either of these two in?
I have. I've got Patch of Watch, and because he just have to with those the weight thing. He's got no weight in his back. We've seen Brittany Wong sort of sit on some of these horses, and they've really run for her on the all-weather. So with no weight, looks the likely leader. I'll put him in for sure.
Speedstar is our second replay. He's taking winning form into the race. Ratham World 11th, but was good on the all-weather 2 starts ago. We'll see that shortly. And Volcanus has been racing quite well lately too.
Yeah, Speedstar's 2 for zip on the all-weather, so that worries me with him. Volcanus, at least he's been placed from his starts on the all-weather, but he's been out a bit of form recently, so yeah, happy to watch.
Bustling finish there. Now here is the placing for Ratham World on the all-weather. He's about third last, turning for home. Patch of Watch 4th, Volcanus 5th. Excellent Daddy covered some ground and stays on for 3rd. But Patch of Watch, you've already touched on going in. What of the others in this replay?
You know, they don't go in, but Patch of Watch, as you say, he did finish the best of these, and you can see him finishing off nicely here as well. Excellent Daddy was a better run for him there on the all-weather, and you can see him finishing off well. So Ratham World, the problem with Ratham World is he just gets back and he needs a bit of luck in his run.
He can be slow out of the gates, but did run on strongly there behind Smart Leader. One more to have a look at. It is Sonic Boom, who runs a 3rd. And this was up in Class 4 behind Sunny Darling, who runs later in the program. No luck with the draw, but way down into Class 5.
Yeah, look, I think this is a winning run for this grade as well, because he was 3 or 4 wide all the way, and I just really like the way he really stretched out. He's trialled well nicely. Shanghai Style on the inside's raced well since. The horse that sort of in that photo for 2nd and 3rd with him. So, look, I think with a good run, and I think he will get a good run, he could win this. Straight
out of the replay, straight to the on-top selection.
Yep, so he's on top there, which is Sonic Boom. He just really likes the service. Patch of Watch from the front. Gorgeous Vitality. He does go in with Fung there in for 4th. So 3, 12, 6 and 2.
That's the preview for race number 3. It is the first leg of the early treble. And race number 4 now. We start on the all-weather for this one, and the gates will be at the 1,200 metres. One for all, mark the moment on the class drop. Shanghai Style, he's placed his last 2, comes up with barrier 12. Sunny Darling was a winner course and distance 2 starts ago. Sky Deep has the blinkers and the crossover noseband going on. Kaying Warrior has the addition of cheek pieces and a tongue tie. Regent Glory is a 2-time course and distance winner, and Hinakami Kagura pacifies with cows off, blinkers go back on. It's Mark the Moment with a £10 claim leading here, Paul, and he has got a pretty good record course and distance around Winer Money.
Yeah, definitely. Look, there is pace in this race. All for One's led at a recent trial on the surface. Kaying Warrior likes to go forward. Regent Glory likes to go forward. Nebraskan can lead. My Flying Angel can lead. Sunny Darling was right on the pace. All those 7 horses like to go forward. And Shanghai Styles led in the past. So there's going to be plenty of pace in this race.
And that means we're going to move on to Shanghai Style, who was up outside the leader here. Always trials well, has won course and distance, consistent his last couple, but a lot of pace and a wide draw. The winner gets up the inside to beat him here. Yeah,
barrier 12 with all this pace in the race, that just concerns me a little bit. But look, they have been riding him a little bit more conservatively recently, and maybe the horse can run better with that sort of more conservative run. But just those little queries. I mean, he's been on the pace when he's run, and he was entitled to win here, and he just couldn't really quite get past the winner.
One horse that the pace is going to suit is this one, Acker Power, who ran 3rd. This is a couple of starts ago. They tried him at 16.50 last time. Regent Glory runs 5th. He's just been so of late, but that good fast speed map has Acker Power written all over it. Yeah, look, he is a horse that does run on really strongly, does Acker Power. He needs a bit of luck, but he might get it in this race, and this is sort of the race run to suit. But you do see him do this so often, flashing home for 3rd or 4th. So maybe this could be his race. Regent Glory, I'm worried about the draw for him with the pace in the race. Sunny Darling, a replay of him. Now, this is a trial, so he has raced since winning 2 starts ago, ran 4th on the turf at Happy Valley. He runs 2nd in this trial, led up and just nabbed by the stablemate Aero Invincible in this, but not asked to do too much.
No, a nice trial from him, a nice quiet trial. Did win on this surface 2 starts ago, backed up with a nice run at Happy Valley. So, look, he does look one of the main chances from barrier number 3. But again, there's a lot of pace in this race, and I think he'll have to sit just off it.
We're going to have a look at the trial now of Ace Power, who wins this trial. He's up outside the speed. Importantly, he hasn't raced on the all-weather, but as you can see, this trial was on the dirt.
Yeah, and look, he's by Power, and that breed really go well here in Hong Kong on the surface. Does this horse. He's drawn nicely in 6, but I think he'll just let the race unfold in front of him coming onto the surface. I thought it was a strong trial win from him, so I quite like him in this race. Hopefully he's a bit of a price as well.
And just be aware, if you are betting, we do have Acca Power and Ace Power going around, so you're with Ace Power to win the race.
Yeah, I'm with the Ace Power. I do like Ace Power in this. I think he can finish over the top of Sunny Darling, mark the moment from the front. And My Flying Angel, another one who's trialled really well on the surface, comes on it for the first time. 9-4-2-6.
And race number 4 is the first leg of Sunday afternoon's Triple Trio. Straight racing for race number 5. It's 1,000 metres. It is Class 3. Baby Crystal is on the class drop, and he does race well this grade and distance. The Revolution comes into the field as the standby starter to replace Alpha 1. Carroll Street blinkers off, visor goes on. Stellar Express has blinkers on for the first time. Healthy, won on Wednesday night. Carries an extra £3 for it. We've got Magic Hello making his Hong Kong debut. Super Fortune drawn barrier number 14 with Matthew Poon on board for Tony Cruz. It is Magic Hello and the Revolution, so the newcomers lead up here, Paul.
Yeah, they've both shown a lot of speed in their trials. The Revolution actually won in Australia over 900 metres as well, but neither of them have shown much stamina, so we'll see what happens in this race. They do go for it there. But Kang Victory, he should get a nice run in behind. He'd be the likely favourite in the race. Super Fortune, another one who knows his way down the straight, 1,000 Partier. Baby Crystal, downgraded. O'Liner, Stellar Express. Healthy went back when winning on Wednesday night.
And here is that win now on Wednesday night. So same distance, just a different track. We're on the turns of Happy Valley to the straight course of Sha Tin. Can he do it again?
Well, look, he's had 4 goes down the straight and he's been placed only once. So, and this was quite a tough run. He was really pushed out to win it. So, look, I was happy to watch coming in on the quick backup. I mean, he is a 4-time winner, this horse, but all of them at Happy Valley never won at Sha Tin.
That is healthy. Second replay features Super Fortune, who this week is going to be on the completely opposite side of the field, drawn 14. Stellar Express 9th, has that gear change, and Carroll Street makes some ground for 6th. And he is a 5-time course and distance winner.
Yeah, he is 7-year-old now, Carroll Street. Look, Super Fortune got up to a rating of 77 at his peak. He's down to 61 now. So, look, I think he's getting close to a mark where he can win. With the lightweight, with the good draw, I wanted to include him. And Stellar Express, I want to give him another chance with blinkers on for the first time. So he'll go in on a minor line.
It's Fast Network jogging home to beat them all there in that replay. Baby Crystal's had a trial. Now, he gets a claim at the top of the book. 1,000 metre and Class 3 record is very good, and he leads up in this trial. And this was before he was a standby starter and was actually scratched when lame in the right 4.
Yeah, look, he's a 3-time winner down the straight 1,000. He's very speedy. He does go well. He comes out of a Group 3 race coming down here with a claim. So, look, I wanted to include him as well because he'll find this a lot easier than at the race he has been, or the last start he was at.
Ellis Wong, the man that takes the claim on him. And Kaying Victory is our next one to have a look at. He's trialled over the 1,050 on the all-weather. He's first up from a break. He has won first up in the past at Zach Purton for David Hall. 4
times down the straight for 3 wins. This horse has won fresh in the past. The trial was a good little trial just in behind, nice and quiet for him, and hard held all the way down. He's probably going to start favourite, but he looks the one to beat for me.
There you go. So a week out from Rising running at Sha Tin on Sunday. You can start with a victory for the other Ka Ying.
Exactly. He's on top for me. So Ka Ying victory on top down the straight 1000. That really good record down there. Super Fortune's well rated now. Baby Crystal and Stellar Express 4, 13, 1 and 5.
So Paul with Ka Ying a victory, race 5, number 4, to take the first leg of the 6-up. Race number 6 is the middle handicap, and it remains on the all-weather race number 6 and over the 1800 metres. We've got Northern Beast having his first look at the 1800 metres anywhere. XL Wong Choi, a last start winner, carries an extra £7. Billionaire Secret comes back in distance. Deal Completed goes up in trip. Forever Folks, both of his wins have been $16.50 on this surface. Reliable Profit shooting for 3 in a row, but has an extra £12 to carry. Never Peter Out's found form on the dirt. Miles Away, he raced on Wednesday night, and Soaring Bronco, he raced last weekend. So a field of 14 here, Paul, with Miles Away leading up.
Yeah, he likes to go forward, does Miles Away. Soaring Bronco likewise, but I think he'll just take some cover behind Miles Away. XL Wong Choi will get his opportunity to put himself right there like he did last time. A Reliable Profit, he's drawn wide but likes to go forward. Might have to work to get across a little bit. And Shine's up in trips, changed the surface for him. He was scratched at the barriers, or didn't even make it to the barriers last time. Never Peter Out there. And Forever Folks is drawn well, but he's got no early speed.
He had a victory in Shine over the paddock running rail at Happy Valley. He came off in much better shape than it did. Pierre's got 4 runners in this race, and here is Nick with Pierre on his quartet.
Pierre Ung, we've got, the majority of the racing on the all-weather coming up on Sunday. In race 6, you're absolutely mob-handed. You got 4 in it. Let's start with XL Wong Choi. He was pretty good last time.
Yeah, he ran well. He won well last time. The only thing is we can just run him behind the pace, not too far back, and he sort of get his momentum going and win it nicely last start.
He's had a good trial since as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, he trialled well, and it's an 1800 meter this time. So by his overseas form, I think he can manage the longest distance, and hopefully he can get back up to Class 3.
He's going to be joined, as I say, by 3 others. Miles Away, On the Lash, and also Soaring Bronco. Just an overview of those. Obviously, they haven't had too much exposure on the surface. How are those 3 doing?
I think On the Lash will runs well in further distance. On dirt as well, he ran 6 before earlier on. Miles Away will be a bit challenging for him, a bit tough for him. And the other one, Soaring Bronco, he always runs his race, but he's just very one pace, and he just stayed on. He get a draw. I hope that he can show up something more this time.
Yeah, no, I mean, it'd be a hard fit horse. I mean, he only ran a week ago, didn't he?
Yeah, it was not a very tough run for him last time, and so I back him up.
And there is Pierre on his runners in race number 6. Paul, Reliable Profit's been unbeatable in his last 2. 1800 metres this week. Trial's pretty ordinary, but they have been too short for what he is after. And XL Wong Choi came out and franked the form because he won impressively after this.
Yeah, he's hard to leave out, Reliable Profit. The problem is barrier 13 for him, so he might just have to work. But XL Wong Choi came out after this and absolutely hosed in. So, look, both of them, I think, are legitimate chances in this race. They've both got good claims, and I will go with XL Wong Choi because he seems to be the one on the improve, just because of the draw.
Yep. And the grey will be held down by that extra £12 on his back too. Northern Beast, Paul, is a member of the David Hall stable. He ran 3rd last start at Happy Valley behind Prince Alex. Zach Pert and David Hall. Zach's been riding him a few times lately. What of him over the 1800?
Look, he's by Morris, so the 1800 shouldn't be a problem for him. I looked at him a couple of times. He was right on the cusp for me because he's coming to the surface for the first time. He should handle it okay. The thing that just put me off a little bit was he's got to carry the 135. Jubilation.
He races very well course and distance. 3 starts for 2 wins. He had a perfect trip here and he nearly won. Billionaire Secret is the 3 horse. He's had a couple of goes on the surface, good enough to place. Either of these 2 make it in?
They don't, but Jubilation, I didn't mind in this particular race. He's got James McDonald aboard. He, again, missed out because of the draw. He's drawn barrier number 14. And we know Billionaire Secret's good on his day, but he's been out of form recently.
It's affordable on the outside, who has gone on to win at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. Charity Gain getting through. He was unlucky. Management folks figured in the money too. So Jubilation has beaten in home. But as Paul said, barrier number 14 is going to make it tricky. Who do you like?
Going to go with XL Wong Choi. I think he's on the improve this horse. Really likes his surface, and he ran on really nicely last time. Never Peter Out's got a low draw, and he's another one that's really found his home on the surface. Reliable Profit we talked about. I'm going to put in Shine in. I know he was the naughty boy there. Now, the reason being is he's way up in trip. He's by Churchill. He did run over 1,200 metres, and he was right in the market on his debut run after some really good trials. He was a 9-1 chance. He's actually worked well since. I just thought the occasion got to him last time with the lights. So here, back into a day meeting on a different surface from an inside draw, that's why I've included him. But has to be taken a bit on trust, doesn't Shine. He'll be a good price. 2, 10, 8 and 7.
I think that might take him out early.
I think that.
That is the preview for race number 6 and 4 with the 2, XL Wong Choi. Race number 7 is the trophy race of the day. It is the Peninsula Golden Jubilee Challenge Cup with Majestic Night. Class drop, £10 claim. WizKid has placed 2 from 3 course and distance. Tomodachi Kokoro comes onto the all-weather. He's a 4-time winner over the 1,200 at Happy Valley. Call Me Glorious has won 3 on the turf over 1,200 metres. Capital Delight has a great record course and distance. Superb Boy comes back in trip. Seasons Wit, Shadow Roll Off, blinkers go back on, and a 7-day turnaround for number 11. Full Credit in a race, Paul, full of pace.
There is. Full Credit likes to lead. Majestic Knight's got the claim and likes to lead. Sing Dragon leads on the surface. Tomodachi Kokoro normally leads. Call Me Glorious has drawn 10. He likes to go forward. WizKid likes to go forward. Superb Boy goes forward over 1,400 metres. So all those ones will be rushing forward. So I think it's going to suit it. It could easily set it up for one of the other 5.
Mark Newnham has a couple in the race, and here is Mark with Nick on Full Credit 10 Sing Dragon.
Mark Newnham, we've got plenty of all-weather racing coming up, and we fully expected to see Sing Dragon lining up in a race. Race 7, you've got a couple. You've got him in Full Credit. Let's start with Sing Dragon, who's got that proven form. His turf races recently have been pretty good, and back on his favoured surface this time in.
Yeah, look, his form on the turf has been excellent in good grade, in good, strong Class 2 races, and he's performed well in each of those runs this season. And this was his first opportunity to get back on the all-weather. So I would say, look, he goes into this in really good order. He won 3 on the bounce last season. So it's a surface he enjoys, and he's got a nice lightweight.
I mean, with those runs, obviously just maybe running outside of the top 3, I mean, they've actually dropped him £2 on his last run, so he's only £3 higher than his last all-weather win, which probably puts him slightly well in, doesn't it?
Oh, look, I would have thought so. No, I'm pretty happy with where he's at as far as the rating goes. Look, he's got a good style of racing. He tends to show a bit more pace on the all-weather than he does on the grass. So if he gets himself up in a nice forward position, he's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, he looks thoroughly interesting for sure. And he's going to be joined by Full Credit, who, well, I suppose arguably is as interesting, really. All-weather debut for him. He's always trialled nicely on it.
Yeah, look, he's shown that he does handle it well in his trials, and he's got the right racing style for it. He'll be able to put himself up in the first 3. Look, they might be able to dominate from the front, the pair of them, and made the best horse win.
Quick backup for him as well. It was a good run last time.
Yeah, look, no concerns with that. He's a horse that does really well between runs. He carried the 135 last week, so I'm sure he'll appreciate the drop down. I think he will end up carrying 114, so no, he'll appreciate the featherweight.
And there's Mark Newnham, and the Omen tip saying Mark in that interview, Paul might be raging blizzard out of this race because he was pretty rugged up at track work on Friday morning. I got Tomodachi Kokoro, Sing Dragon and Seasons Wits down on the inside turning for home.
Seasons Wits trialled well recently on the surface. The other horse, Raging Blizzard, he's a bit of an unknown coming into the race for the onto the surface for the first time, but we know Sing Dragon really likes it. All his wins have been on the all-weather. He's been finishing off his races really strongly, but on the all-weather he does actually like to go forward and lead, and we did hear that in the interview, so look, he'll go in for sure.
Next one is 1,000 metre turf racing at Sha Tin. It's WizKid, Majestic Night and Call Me Glorious, all coming out of the National Day Cup. They have horses like Beauty Waves in this, Invincible Sage, who's run well in a Group 2 since, and just a smallish field, Magic Control leads them up here.
Yeah, he does. Now, look, the problem with WizKid and Call Me Glorious in particular, both drawn really wide, so it's what sort of runs they're going to get leading into it. Majestic Knight has got the claim and he's got the inside draw, but he'll probably go forward and he'll get a bit of pressure as well, so that's the reason why these three didn't go in.
They do not go in, the 1,000 metre form runners there, so we'll move on to Capital Delight. Does he make it in? Because 7 times he's raced over the 1,200 metres on this surface at Sha Tin. 6 of them he's been top 3.
Well, look, he's a horse that should have the race run to suit, that's for sure. He's got to do it here in Class 2, but look, the way he's been racing, he's racing well at the moment. He finished off strongly enough. He was sort of on the cusp for me, but didn't quite make it in the end. But look, if he did win, you wouldn't be totally surprised because he's a horse that does like it.
It is one of those races, though, and some trial form to look at now. It's up at Chung Fa at Seasons with winning. Supreme Lucky running 3rd under the Apprentice. He comes to the surface for the first time, but it's going to be buried away on the rail off a fast tempo.
Yeah, look, he's a horse that's really well bred for it, this horse, Supreme Lucky, the one sort of in 3rd. Now, Seasons has been going back in all his runs. Blinkers back on. He has drawn nicely in 2, so he'll get his opportunity. But Supreme Lucky, by deep field out of a more than ready mare, has won plenty of trials on the surface and run really well. 81 rated was his last win. He's 82 rated now. I just think the race will be run to suit him. He should be a massive price, as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if he wins at big odds.
All right, there you go. Supreme Lucky with a perfect run.
Yeah, and so I think he'll be about 3 back on the inside from an inside draw. So he'll be a good price. I'm going to make him the each-way play here for the afternoon. He's on top to beat Sing Dragon, who loves the surface, Raging Blizzard. They'll both be favourites, second favourite. And Seasons Wit, Blinkers back on him. Look, he's been getting back in all his runs, but he's got an inside draw, so they might try and ride him a bit closer. 9, 12, 5 and 10.
And the pace is going to suit Supreme Lucky as he comes to the all-weather looking to make it 1 for 1. Race number 8 now. This is an all-weather race for the Class 3 Gallopers with Supreme Agility at the top of the book. Apache Pass, blinkers off, cheek pieces go back on. Perfect Team, an extra £7 for a senior rider. Talent's Ambition, beaten favourite at his last 2. Fighting Machine placed his only time over the 1650 on the all-weather. Musco's placed his last 2. Jolly Ruler's had a trial since his last run, and we've got Red Majesty having a spin around on the dirt, but all of his form is at Happy Valley. Friend Tank, the leader here, Paul. That's no surprises that he's going to be in front.
He loves to lead, and he's a strong leader. He's got 12, so he's going to have to work a bit. Fun Together likes to go forward. He's drawn 3, and he comes to the surface for the first time, being by Rip Van Winkle. He should like it. Red Majesty, another one who's led in his last couple. Young Brilliant won't be far away. Thesis is coming back after a bit of an injury, or he's had a run since, and Musco will try and slot in there somewhere.
Zach Purton is our man for race number 8. Here he is with Nick on Fighting Machine.
Zach, Fighting Machine. I've got plenty of racing on the all-weather coming up prior to IR, of course, and you're riding this horse for Pierre Ung. You didn't ride him last time, but you're back on board and you've got a good record on him.
Yeah, he's been fairly honest all the way through, and he's gone to another level this season, which has been nice. He's shown that he can handle the dirt, which gives him some options, and we're back here again.
That race last time, you led home a 1-2-3 for Pierre on Turin Mascot, so you're back on board this horse. You obviously chased him. Did it sort of ride like a good race? And I guess getting back on this horse was logical, was it?
I thought it was a fairly strong race, that one, and I was just inside him and around him during the running, so I got a good look at him, and in the straight had to nudge him out of the way to find a little bit of room. So I'm very well aware of how he performed that day, and if he can take that performance back to the races again, then he'll give himself a chance.
You've had a sit on him in a trial since as well. Did he feel like he's sort of come through the run well?
Seems like he's going well. He's not the most robust horse, so you don't want him to do too much, but he seems like he's going well.
Just over a week out from the big day, Zach. How are you feeling? How is everything? How are the nerves, etc., if any?
There's no nerves. I'm getting excited. I can't wait for it to come around. So it's always a good week. It's good to have everyone in town. It's going to be a good day. We've got some quality horses coming and jockeys and trainers. So hopefully I can have a little bit of success.
I wanted to ask you about that. Obviously, you've got some very good rides, notably. But I mean, as a sort of overall summation of those that are coming, it's a really strong team that are coming in from all corners of the globe this year, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's probably the strongest international contingent we've had in a while, and it's always hard to defend our home turf, but that's our job, and hopefully we can do that again.
Now there he is, Zach on Fighting Machine. Paul Must Go's been close lately with placings 2 runs ago behind Capital Delight, who we've seen the race prior, and then he ran second here behind Self Improvement, who beat him by about a length and a half.
Yeah, look, a win's waiting to happen for this horse. He's, as you say, a couple of seconds his last couple. He's a 2-time winner on the surface. The draw could be a little bit sticky, barrier 7, but look, if you can sit wide and still win on this surface because you're out of the kickback. I like the way he finished off here. Nice enough, did end up second and fought right to the line. He just got beaten by a better horse on the day.
He did, who had trialled really well leading into that race. Now here's the leader, Fran Tank, leading up at Chungfa in a trial. He's Lyle Hewitson and Pierre Rung's chance in the race. How much petrol will he have to use to get across, and could that be a telling factor?
I think it could be, yeah, from barrier number 12. He just might have to work, especially with Fun together in the race, because he's another one that can go forward. Just might make him work a little bit, Fran Tank. Never won on the all-weather either, which is a little bit of a concern as well.
It's Quantum Patch runs down the outside to win that trial. So that's a look at some runners in race number 8, and also Zach's thoughts. Who do you like?
I go with Must Go. I think he's close to a win, this horse. Did like him last time when he ran second. So he's on top. Talent's Ambition was a bit costly when he was, I think it was 1.4 when he was beaten on the surface, but we'll give him another chance. He didn't run badly, he just got beaten. Jolly Ruler caught the eye last start, finished off really strongly. Another one that's won on the surface in the past. And we'll give Fun Together a chance with a lightweight, good draw, and a horse that is bred for the surface. 8, 5, 10 and 13.
Race 8, number 8 for Paul to take the first leg of the late treble. Race number 9 now, and we look at this one over the 1400 metres. It's on the turf and it's a Class 4. Mighty Steed's copped a wide draw. Beauty Missile has the pacifiers with cows off and the blinkers going on. Master of All is flying at the moment. Dragon Joy has a tongue tie on. Flying Akid is on debut, as is Jolly Jumper. We've got Brilliant Fire with the tongue tie going on, and Meep. He placed. Rajumi goes up to the 1400 metres here. We have Master of All leading, Paul. It's been working, so just keep it up.
Yeah, look, he likes to go forward. There's not much pace in this race by the looks of things either. Triumph from Warrior, Fashion Legend, both drawn low, as is Dragon Joy. I thought he would just tuck away back on the inside. They drew 10 last time. He was, You will come on for his debut run. Beauty Missile, Young Horizon, and the rest get back, so they'll just be trying to find their positions from there.
Mighty Steed is our first replay, Paul. Barrier number 14 is going to make it tricky. He's down on the rail here. It's obviously at Happy Valley, running 4th over the 1650 behind D-Star. The drop back to the 1400 is the distance that he has placed over since arriving in Hong Kong.
Yeah, just the 5 starts. I thought he has had his opportunity. He had every chance here. Did Mighty Steed. Maybe the distance back in Trippy just probably didn't stay it out. But look, barrier 14 with 135 looks a bit tricky.
Master of All, he dug really deep to win this race. We had Dragon Joy come up between horses and Mark Wynn join in 3 wide. He's won since Mark Wynn. Can Master of All continue this form, and can Dragon Joy turn the result around?
I think he can. He's £4 better off, Dragon Joy. Again, he's just had the limited starts to date, and I think it was only the bob of the head in it. As you say, Mark Wynn's come out and won again, or has won since. So I think that Dragon Joy can win. Master of All has to go in because he's such an honest horse, but it could have gone either way, that way, and £4 different.
Absolutely. So the margin officially there was a short head. Onto the trial of Beauty Missile, who runs 3rd here, is pushed along. Fashion Legend, 2nd last turning for home. Gets it done really nicely in this trial. He ran 3rd last start behind Strathpeffer and draws gate number 1.
Yeah, I just wonder if he's better on the surface, Fashion Legend, being by Deep Field as well. He's now with David Eustace. He's got barrier number 1. It was a better run from him last time because he had been a little bit disappointing, and Beauty Missile was still a 22 start maiden. So I'm happy to watch both going into it. But of the two, I'd be more interested in Fashion Legend.
Okay, but you've given us who you're going with already in race number 9. It's Dragon Joy.
Yeah, Dragon Joy on top. I think he can win. He's very consistent as well, the John Size horse is running really well at the moment. Master of All. I'm going to put Sunday Serenade in. He's a horse that's definitely on the improve. He's got James McDonald aboard, and he'll be finishing off strongly. 6, 11, 5, 12.
Paul's best. Wait till the second last. It's Dragon Joy, horse number 6. And we wrap it up. This is a really good race, the last at Sha Tin on Sunday afternoon. It's a turf 1400 metre class 3. Gracious Express has placed 2 from 3 course and distance. Both My Wish and Steps Ahead carry an extra £9 for their last start wins. Storm Rider has the cheek pieces off. Geneva comes up in distance and up in grade, but he's won his last 2. Aero Invincible is minus the shadow roll. Magnificent Nine's placed a couple of times at the trip. And Super Goldie is not wearing a tongue tie in the 10th. We've got My Wish from 13 leading again, Paul.
Well, it worked last time, and they really pinged out the gate. He's going to have to work, though, because Polaris has got the £10 claim, and I'm sure he's going to want to keep the lead. So there's going to be a lot of pressure on My Wish in this race. Aero Invincible, another one that's led his last 2 starts over 1,400 metres. Top Peak likes to go forward as well. So there is going to be good pace in this race for sure.
Steps Ahead looks well above average, and he's partnered by Vincent Ho.
Vincent Ho, we've got the last meeting before IR here at Sha Tin coming up on the weekend. Race 10, you're running Steps Ahead for Francis Loy. That was a really tidy win first up.
Yeah, lovely win from him. It felt good. So hopefully you can, run well again.
He's a horse, Vincent, who showed plenty of promise last year, and I guess always nice to see them return in that sort of fashion. I mean, his form on paper is pretty decent too, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a very honest horse. Still a little bit immature in the morning, so hopefully he can improve more. But no, he's a decent horse here.
He's run in a trial since then. He ran 7th. In fact, he ran in the same trial as My Wish. You probably got the better of the draw there. You're in 4, he's in 13. So a decent matchup between the pair. How did you feel his trial went?
Yeah, he trialled very well. Happy with him, and hopefully the draw will help him too. Yeah, should be running a nice race.
I know we've got plenty to look forward to as far as next week's concerned, but I want to look back a little bit. 600 winners for you. Many congratulations. That's quite the achievement. Obviously, it's hard enough to ride one winner in some cases, but you've got 600 of them now.
No, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, been a while, of course, but grateful for all the supports that I've got throughout those years. Yeah, we'll keep working hard and keep improving.
And just finally, Vincent, I mean, how much I imagine you're looking forward to next week as well. It's a week that's always been a big part of your life and career, notably with the great Golden 60, but quite a bit to look forward to next week.
Yeah, definitely. One of the biggest week in our calendar, so we'll enjoy it and do my best.
We move from Vincent Paul to My Wish. This was a big win last time. He's up outside the leader, turning for home Polaris. Leo went awry at the start, apart from that catch from Luke Ferraris, and then he was smashed in the betting and bolted in.
Didn't he win well too, didn't he? He's got to overcome 13. This is a lot tougher race. He's up in weight as well. Polaris has now got the £10 claim, so he just might make it a little bit harder for My Wish. Look, he tried to make him work in this race, and he did succeed to a smaller degree. But he's won 2 of his last 3. He is one of the leading chances. The horse that's run second there is Sky Trust, and he's come out and won last weekend.
He did indeed. Just clung on a tough victory from 14 for Sky Trust last week. What about Gracious Express and Magnificent Nine? Magnificent Nine's going to get a better run this week, and Gracious Express, top of the book. Pretty decent record course and distance, yet to win, but hasn't missed top 3 on too many occasions.
I'm going to put him in, Gracious Express. He's, as you say, he's a very consistent horse. He's been going well. Look, Magnificent Nine's had plenty of chances. He's 11 start maiden now. He has got barrier 1. That is one thing in his favour. But of the two, I'm more interested in Gracious Express.
Okay, that is the horses running down to the post with Silvery Breeze at any old price, getting up the inside to win that. One more to have a look at. Took him a while to deliver Geneva. He was a little costly a few times, but since then, he's won 1, then he's won 2. Can he win 3?
Look, he's definitely one of the main chances. And I think that they've found the key to him, ride him back and run on strongly, because that's what's happened. Hugh Bowman's been riding him in his last 3 starts. He's on Gracious Express. I don't know what's going on there, but whether it was a prior booking or not, but it was a nice strong win from this horse, and he's looked good. He'd been very consistent before he started winning his races, but now he's put everything together. I think the key is to ride him quiet.
They've struggled to find a replacement for him. Zach Purton's going to take the ride.
Yeah, exactly. I saw that. He goes in the numbers, though. He's only in there for 3rd, though, because I thought Steps Ahead of the 3 main chances gets the best draw, and he should get the best run. So 4 to beat 3 and 8, and then Gracious Express for 4th. 4, 3, 8 and 1.
That is Sha Tin, Sunday afternoon, 10 races, 6 and 4, all weather and turf. The rails and the C+3 for the turf, and we get things underway at 1 o'clock.